Played a lot of Teppen, as usual. Continued with that, and continuing to. Now I'm like understanding little moments of like full on like okay. How do I put this? There's moments of like outplaying that are fun to do when you do when the time stops and then and then you stack up a bunch of stuff.
No.
Oh, did you ever touch it?
Nope.
Okay. So
I put my time into League instead.
yeah, that's fine. So what happens is there's the active play where the lines are attacking each other,
Right.
and you put your cards down, and then there's the time stop mode where you do buffs and
All right.
like whatever abilities, right?
Yeah.
Not play.
Not play cards. You're
Cards.
doing secondary, tertiary shit.
Yes. So in that mode, depending on the cost of what you're trying to do, you can take turns within the stopped time going, I'm going to put a shield on that. And then you're like, well, I'm going to attack that shield.
Yeah, right.
And then I'm going to go, well, then I'm going to move my card and give him a little heal. And then you're like, I'm going to negate that.
All right.
Right? So you do 1, 2, 3, 3, 3. I'm finding some strength in my Nero deck in like doing some fun stuff where somebody will, like some characters, for example, Wesker, loves to just destroy your card at cost to his life or some other sacrifice, where he'll be like, I can destroy anything you put down.
Ah, like Gul'dan and Hots.
Sure. And then the way that one way of dealing with that is if you have, let's say, Nero, who as a card can flip and become awakened. When the card flips, the destroy like queued up action that was waiting to blow his card up doesn't apply anymore because he's not Nero anymore.
All right.
Right. So anything or like not Gyarados. Oh God, what's the fucking? And there's a monster hunter monster that turns into like a bigger, stronger version of itself.
That's a little vague.
I know. Unfortunately,
Is it black and turns gold?
Gravios is the stronger version of it.
Gravios?
Gravios.
Then it'd be Basarios.
Okay, right? So yeah,
They got Basarios and Gravios in there?
super good card.
They suck!
Super good card. Super good card.
Gravios sucks!
Wonderful card. Because you play him, and then when you like put growth points, so that's basically when you when you level it up, it flips and becomes Gravios, right?
Okay.
And anything that's applying to whatever they stacked on top of that card, just like, nope, it's not that card anymore, right? So you just shuffle it off, and or you can do little things like, I had a really fun interaction where it was one of these stack ups, like, I'm going to blow this card up, and I'm like, I'm going to put a shield on that. You can't blow it up. And they're like, well, then I'm going to drop its attack to nothing. And then I'm like, I'm going to like do something else to defend it. What did I do? I think I put like a evolution points, right? And it stacked up like to like 4 or 5 counter
one
things.
card?
Yeah. Until eventually it was just like, oh man, he wants that card gone, right?
Yeah.
And I was able to very quickly, because you have like, let's say like it's like maybe 15 seconds of this little timer going around the thing. No, it's less than that. It's more like 10 of this little timer going around to like stack your stuff. And I did a very quick mental math moment to go, okay, hold on a second. He's about to do like 8 damage to this card, which will kill it. But if I use this thing that I'm holding on to that I don't want to spend, it's a reset card.
Yeah.
It resets him to his original life. So he goes back to 9, which just enough for him to stay alive. And then all the other little stacked up things occur and my card survives. I'm like, fuck yeah. And so I threw that on there and won that exchange after like a ha-ha, 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 ha-ha. And I was like, that's Yomi Layer 5. Right?
That's pod racing.
That's pod racing. That's Yomi Layer 5 in card game. Right? And I was like, really, I felt good about that moment. I was like, I had a really smart play there, and I had the right card in the pocket for that moment.
All right, so I'm gonna ask the general populace listening to this podcast. Contact me at AngriestPat on Twitter. Is Teppen a good one of these to get into? Is there a better one? Because I'm hearing you talk about it. I'm hearing Susie talk about it. Max is playing it. People are playing Teppen. People are having fun with Teppen.
Yeah.
You're having fun with Teppen.
I am.
That's weird.
So I played Chris. It was a Chris card. And Chris resets your stats to what they started as. And sometimes I like to hold that card. Because sometimes motherfuckers will do things like that jury thing I told you about the other day.
Yeah.
Where they're like, we're going to put it all on one.
Yeah.
And this card's going to be unstoppable.
This is going to be the kill card.
Just kill everything.
This is going to be my carry.
Yeah, and then I just throw out Chris. And I'm like, shut up.
Shut up.
Get back to
basics. You don't
basics.
get to carry this
No,
jury.
you don't play that. No.
Back to the
right.
Back to bot lane with dragon like you deserve.
So that was a fun moment that I had. I was like, yeah, this is really cool. But then I continued to fucking hold down that A rank. I can't get to champion. I can't do it. Everyone has too much bullshit. Because now because I've gotten good enough to beat everyone who's playing normally that I play against online in terms of just like a straight deck with like a game plan. But like there's these master level fucking plays that are crushing me. And I'm like, oh man, unless I built my entire deck around being ready for that, there's no way I could have dealt with that. I got beaten yesterday by...
It's funny that you mention that because set play in card games and fighting games are almost the same.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Like yesterday I got beaten. Someone was playing Morrigan and I still don't understand how and why this thing is working. But they basically, like, they wait for you to fill up your 3 slots so that, like, you know, you're not taking... character damage, right?
Right.
And then they give you a shield. They put a shield on you, on your cards.
All right.
And then they give their cards the ability to fly and attack faster. And for some reason, that their cards end up not attack. It's like ignores block, I think, is what they put on you or on them. And then what it does is it makes their cards like shoot a line that ignores the card in front of it and just hit you directly. You can't pull cards away in this game. Once you lay a card down, it's out till it dies.
That reminds me of Gwent, the Witcher card game. In Gwent, there's one of the factions gets spy cards, and spy cards are fucking busted because what they do is the way Gwent works is every card has a number and whoever has the highest number wins. So you take a card that's like 5, you have like it does 5 damage and you give it to your opponent. You put it on their deck and they gain 5 damage, but when you do that you get to pull 2 more cards.
Yeah, right.
And it's
right.
I made you stronger.
Yeah.
But now yes.
Oh yeah, Wesker has a big thing where like he has revenge and like and death cards that are like, I'm gonna put down a tyrant, right? And then when it dies, it comes back as tyrant type whatever RO whatever, the better version.
Oh, like Scion.
Right? And then that appears and it's like a way harder card to deal with. So it's almost like, please kill this card, I want you to.
It comes back as what, T103?
Yeah, I think so, right? And then it'll and sometimes he'll kill it himself to make that happen.
Yeah.
Or V is really interesting. V is a card, not a character you can use. And what
really? He's a big deal.
Yeah. V is he's not a character you can use. He's a card.
Oh, I can already feel where this is going.
He has health, but he has his attack is 0, right? He does nothing. But when he comes down, he can drop one of 3 random cards.
Yeah.
And if you get Nightmare, you're getting a giant 13 attack, 13 defense. Holy shit, fuck, the lion's coming to get you.
Yeah.
And then he goes away after that one, right? Or you can get the bird, or you can get whatever, like everything else. So little fun things like that coming into play where it's like, oh, that's an interesting way to convert his gameplay style into a card.
Somebody in the chat a few minutes ago said that one of the reasons why this game is so enjoyable is that it is Capcom versus Capcom.
It never stops being Capcom. It never stops being Capcom while you're playing it. And fully just, enjoy the JPEGs.
Yeah.
Enjoy the sliding JPEGs. Ryu and all of his cards, if you're fighting against one, you know what he's trying to do. He's just doing damage to you and nothing fancy.
Hey. Isn't it crazy how you can have a cool card game kind of game on your phone and you can just enjoy it because you enjoy the characters, not because there's tons of porn of them, Fate fans.
But there is tons of porn of them.
Yeah, but that's not the reason. It's because they have good games.
Porn doesn't hurt.
Yeah. It doesn't.
So that I'm getting into that part. So now I'm really starting to like fine tune some bits to see if I can make it further up. I got to A4, and then I dropped back down to A5. You know, like because I keep end up when you fight somebody that's in champion rank, it has a big text that pops up that says giant killer challenge.
Yeah.
And like if you beat them, you get 2 rank up points instead of 1. But usually they're Japanese players, and usually they're going to, when the game starts, do nothing and wait to see what you do first.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. And wait for like the action points to build up. You know? So like there's a whole style where you're like, well, I guess I should start paying attention to that part of things. I wasn't originally, but here we are. And Teppen is fun.
Teppen is fun. That will be the name of this podcast clip.
Teppen is fun.
Oh no, it'd be Teppen is okay.
And here's the other thing: I haven't spent. I've been getting like the in-game currency to buy new cards and to unlock shit. I'm satisfied with my deck, ish for the most part. It's only little tweaks here and there, so I haven't even used any more. Like I don't even care.
I haven't spent any money on League either.
Like I don't care to go get like if there's a specific type of new card that I want to make to help things out, I'll go craft it.
Yeah.
Right? To help me.
You'll go dust
But I do not care at all about unlocking packs of new cards.
But what if one of those packs of new cards had the Makoto card?
I got her.
The gold Makoto card.
I got that.
What? Okay, well, you fucking owned my bullshit just now.
There's 2 of them, too.
Yeah.
There's her block card, and then there's her attack card.
You just blew my fucking shit up.
Doesn't even fucking what?
Good job. Good job on it. Good counter.